Hello, and welcome back to Len'en 4. I made some videos of this game recently where I showed some runs where I was grinding for experience to beat the extra stage, and then I finally beat the extra stage. And now that I've beaten the extra stage, I figured that I could go back to making some videos with commentary for this game because there's still, quite a lot to do. Because, I did some runs where I beat the true neutral route as every team, but I still haven't beaten the Haze route or the Pagoda route as any team but New Emperor team. So I need to do that with all these guys, not these guys, these guys and these guys. So that's what, 2 runs with 3 different teams, that's 6 episodes right there. And then, knock on wood, maybe I'll be a high enough level to where the extra stage won't be a massive pain in the ass, and maybe I'll feel the need to actually beat the extra stage to every team, which, was I'm pretty sure what happens, what you have to do. Yeah, clear it with every single team, because, you couldn't just make me do it once, nope. But, yeah, that's what this series is gonna be. I think the last episode of a commentary video was, episode 15, so this is episode 16. But, yeah, the first episode of this series was me trying to beat the Pagoda route as Shrine Team and failing, so now we're going to do that and hopefully not fail. And, I figured just because I'm, a massive level right now, to the point where normal mode's kind of a joke, I figured I could at least try hard mode, so sure. Yep, it's time for everyone's favorite stage theme, the one you get to hear 17,000 times. So yeah, I'm level 711, because that's how long it took me to beat the extra stage. It took me until that many levels, and I think the level I was when I started trying to beat the extra stage was somewhere in the fucking 200s? Yep. Yeah, those runs I did to level up for the extra stage weren't that far. Weren't that long ago, it was a week or so ago, so I am decently familiar with how this game works. Yeah. Hopefully being on hard mode will make this to where this isn't a complete joke. But I still hope it's decently difficult, because I really don't want to go to Lunatic, or what is it called in this series, Unreal or Absurd or something, I don't know. Cause, yeah, that sounds like it's gonna be dumb. So I remember before I got in this series, I remember hearing quite a bit about how dumb some of the patterns in this game are, and I feel like, for the most part, that's probably reserved for the highest difficulty stuff. Because, for the most part, with some exceptions, playing on normal hasn't been that bad. Alright, so I've technically read this before, but it's been over half a year, so I'll read it again. Heaven shall split the mirror, huh? You've got no idea. Yeah, I've got no idea what that means. It can be interpreted in a lot of ways. Like harakiri. Still don't know what that means. It's been over half a year. Still have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. That's beheading you're thinking of. Man, you sure are clever, Yabasabe. Is that so? You three, would you stop for a moment? Ah, more cruddy food. What are you babbling about? You smell really good. Don't be silly now. Hurry back home. It's dangerous around here. Is that right? What do we do, Shubakura? Subakura, you say. Are you perhaps the good head priest of the Senri Shrine? Oh, you go failed out, Suba. Yes, indeed and indeed. My word, please forgive me then. If it's you we're talking about, there's no need to worry. Oh, do you know Subakura? Why, of course I do. Subakura here was the one who made this demon warding charm for me. Don't you love how I just, go back and forth on whether or not I read Japanese honorifics or not? Wow, you actually did your job, Suba. That's surprising. What a rude lot. Thanks to you, misfortune has avoided me to this day. I'm truly thankful. I see. Hey, Shubakura, is this maybe someone who I should go ahead and eat? I'm Rumia? I'm the Rumia of Len'en? Huh? Yeah, I guess that's an option. What? Sorry, looks like this is how it is. I don't understand, why would you attack me? And thus was the pathetic passerby justly exterminated by the priest for obstruction of a public servant. I do not agree to this. Even sheep food can be tasty, so just once in a while might be nice. Seems you're serious. I'm not used to exercising, but I suppose I have no choice now. Well, don't push yourself. We won't win either way. I'm absolutely going to give you a lecture later. So, yeah, if you can't tell, like, as usual, I don't put any thought to what voices I do for this. They just kind of come out. I mean, pretty sure last time I played this game, like, literally everyone had the same voice, which was my normal voice, except for Tsugumi, who had basically what Marissa's voice ended up being. Where they talk like this. Yeah. Like, yeah. I mean, playing on hard mode, but this is stage 1, so, you know, it's not... Probably get harder than this, though, with how high my level is. It's probably still not going to matter too much either way, but, again, really don't want to play on Unreal mode. It sounds like that's going to be really dumb. Even though I am over level 700. I didn't think I could win anyway. I just can't shock their soul up. It looks like they can't die. I guess that's cheap food for you. Well, yeah, what's up, eh? I'm a goofball. It's my character. They're immortal. Wow, they must suck. Get it? Because Xion was talking about sucking, and then I said, I'm funny. I'm the funny one, right? But I don't understand. Why did you have to attack me? Well, you see, that's because, I actually just wrote whatever the heck on the charm, so I wanted to get it back before that got out. Listen, you brain-dead chimera, if someone's trying to come up with a good excuse, you don't speak up for them. What? That was it? You're not getting a refund, though. So Sula didn't do their job after all. Figures. You know, I said that, Xion was the Rumia of Len'en, but really, it's more like, I don't know, thought about this, but, Sese is kind of like a mixture of, like, Rumia and Cirno, because they kind of act like Cirno, but also they have the whole, like, stage 1 boss that has an EX form kind of thing going on, even though that's not an official thing for Rumia, but it's so common that it might as well be. Anyway, here I am, playing this game again. This game that I played for 15 parts, and then played off-screen for who knows how many hours, and then played multiple videos without commentary in it the past week. And now I'm playing it again, because this is the most... Actually, no. I was about to say this is the most played game in the series. That's not even close to true. What the hell am I talking about? Puppet Dance went on for so fucking long. I got this pointed out to me in the comments, but when I uploaded my 500th video, Puppet Dance was like 8% of that. That's how long that series went on. So yeah, this series is nothing compared to that. Though with how much I played of this, like without recording, just practicing for that extra stage, like it might be close to the same playtime. Yeah, it's kind of just... I hadn't really played a Len'en game since, like... I did those runs of Len'en 3 for a while, and then I tried to beat Len'en 3's extra stage, a slave team, for a while, and then kind of just gave up. And then I started playing this series again because I started doing the dance challenge videos again, and then I ran out of Touhou games that I wanted to do that for, so I started doing it for Len'en games. And since I was playing Len'en 1, I figured I might as well go back and do that Subakuro run that I tried to do a long time ago and gave up on because Yabusabi's fine as well. It's fucking stupid. Oh boy, Walkman Eyes, my hair feature. Right, my upgrades pretty sure I remember getting the upgrades were supposed to like make negative effects like, less likely to happen, so that's probably why, you know, not too much bullshit has happened yet. But you know it will. Eventually I'm going to be walking on ice with my controls reversed and Misty is singing in my ear. It's gonna be great. Real great. I guess that is one reason why I, like, was fine with coming back to play this game, is because, you know, I fucking hate this game's extra stages, or I hate this game's stages, but hopefully with all these upgrades it won't be a giant pain in the ass. The small fry sure are largely around here. It's spring after all. Maybe they all went crazy or something. Seems like they're starting up some kind of war game. That's right, I really don't understand, like, how serious this game, like, takes things, because, like, they're at war, but it's a war game, so apparently it's really not all that serious, but also there is, like, really serious shit in this game, because, you know, the Emperor or whatever killed, like, how many fucking people in their backstory, so yeah, there's some pretty serious shit happens in this game's lore, but then you read the dialogue, and it's like, oh boy, they're having those war games with silly kids. Huh? Hey there! You're the priest from the Senri Shrine and their delightful buddies, right? I'm praying that the delightful buddies part doesn't mean me. Ah, it's you! You've been watching us the whole time? Whoops, you caught on? Well, I was only watching you through my child slugs. It's still a weird line. Salt to the slugs. Sorry, but I've overcome that weakness long ago. Now I love salt. Was the flavor of the problem? Anyways, why are you guys here? There's no reason for Senri to be involved this time around, right? Yeah, there's definitely no incident going on after all. We're looking for Sake. Sake? You're obstructing us here for something like that, are you stupid? Sake, it's everything, Isuba. Don't say it like that, it just makes me seem like a deadbeat. Aren't you? Do you want me to get mad? Anyway, if you insist on getting in our way, I'll have to resort to some retaliatory measures. Slug Agent. What a theme name. You're going on vacation to retaliatory measures? I don't get what that joke means. Eh? Stop resorting to puns. Don't you make fun of us slugs. Not used to having to do this many voices at the same time. Well, that's sort of true. It's sort of true and sort of not true. Normally when I play one of these games, you know, there's one playable character, so, you know, I do their voice, and then I do whoever it is they're fighting against. But now I have to do 3 voices. Subakura is just me talking, though, because, like, what kind of voice am I supposed to do for Subakura? But then there was also Gensokyo Odyssey with a billion different characters. I don't get to do the Kakoi voice anymore, though, because there's no Italians in this game. I think. Man, I sure am getting hit. Good thing it doesn't really matter all that much, because I got a billion upgrades. I've never been good at this boss fight anyway. In fact, I'd say I'm pretty bad at most of this game's boss fights. I kind of just, like, rely on the fact that I can get hit a bajillion times. That's, I don't know. It's kind of weird for a stage 2 boss. Not as bad as fuck's his name? The green-haired Shidadu one. The one I don't like. Well, I got slugged out. No bitter. They might be called Name Kuji, but you shouldn't actually lick them. Didn't end up tasting like escargot, huh? Good thing you have olive oil, otherwise I would die. Well, I got some. Oh no, don't eat them, they've probably got parasites. Oh yeah, one thing I'd like to mention about this game. For some reason, I have no idea why, when I do recordings for this game, the file sizes are fucking huge, and I have no idea why. Like, put in perspective, like, how big these file sizes are, that video I made where I, like, played through the extra stage, which was, what, like, 20 minutes long, was about the same file size as the video I did for where I beat Normal Mode of Little Doll Queen, which was, what, like, 50 minutes long? So yeah, there's like close to like half the video length, and they were basically the same size. It's just how big the file sizes are for this game, and I have no idea why. In fact, the only time I can remember that I ever ran out of space on my computer because of video file size, which is something it's only happened once, and it's made me like paranoid ever since. I keep like deleting videos that have already been uploaded. It was when I was playing through this game, because the file sizes for this game are just huge, and I don't know why. I think it might have. It might be like that for the first 3 games too, but I don't remember. I think it was like that for some of the fan games, Shmup fan games I played too. Some just get really big for some reason. I guess maybe it has to do with the fact that they're not on Steam, and they're just because normally Steam games aren't like that big. Like the Left 4 Dead 2 videos were pretty big, but they were also like an hour long, so that's probably why they were so big. I don't know, the Rain Was Awesome holiday videos, those were like really small. So yeah, I don't exactly know what causes file sizes for videos to be bigger or not. Maybe it has something to do with resolution. I don't know. Is this a very high resolution game? I can't tell. Maybe it has to do with the fact that there's so many fucking bullets on the screen, it has to like render all that shit, I don't know. I don't know how file sizes work. I probably should, given I major, but, you know, fucking whatever. Wow, that kinda just hit me, didn't it? Megumi. Anyway, we're at the camp. This is probably my favorite stage theme in the game. Great. I was talking about you a second ago. That doesn't mean I actually wanted you to show up. This boss is kind of like insane for a stage 2 boss, I'm not gonna lie. They really are. There's one annoying thing about this game is that they have a condition where you can't focus, but also for some reason in this series, when you don't focus, you basically barely collect items at all. Which is a decision I've never quite understood. No, I don't even really need to go left at this point, I just kind of go in the middle. But yeah, I talked about this in the descriptions of the dance challenge videos, but I don't listen to Len'en stage music that much. A, because a lot of it I don't really care for, and B, whenever I listen to Len'en music, it's normally when I'm exercising, and, you know, when you're exercising, you want to listen to more exciting music, not, like, slow, atmospheric music. But, you know, there are a few exceptions. Like the extra stage theme in Len'en 3, I like that one quite a lot. Alright, Toad. The small fry are really making a racket now. We can't even look for sake like this. It's not like we had any clues in the first place either. We're pretty much blind. Which is why we keep getting the blind effect. That's the joke I made in the compilation video. Ha ha ha. Stop right there, you suspicious beings! Okay everyone, time to stop. Looks like we hit the traffic light. Don't you know that there is a campsite on the Dragonfly, Ari? This voice does not fit me at all, but, you know, Toad. That's the joke. What's that?
That's what everyone asks. It's really annoying explaining over and over again.
There's no army with that name anywhere in Mugenri. So says our little walking encyclopedia. So?
We're a recently formed army, see? Oh, Maka's alright.
Huh? Okay. Sure sounds tough.
Why did I do this voice? You know, I'm gonna have to voice this character again when they show up in the next boss, right? Well, I think this was a good idea. But they don't care at all. Our master really did pick the wrong side to ally with. I mean, sure, the castle popped up and everything, but that's not enough to trust them by itself. An exposition dump in front of ya. Yes.
It looks like Froggy's complaining about something. Froggy! Oh no, Froggy, I gotta find Froggy. It's my voice now, I'm not Big the Cat, because I said Froggy. Yes.
Wait, what? That's supposed to be a frog? Yeah, but good eyes. Indeed, I am a frog. A sacred frog.
I've never liked this character's like weird-ass tadpole hat. It's not very appealing to look at. Hey, praise be.
Pretty sure frogs didn't have tails. You sure you're not a tadpole?
Must mean that they haven't quite matured yet.
Don't say that! I only just activated as a Shikigami, so I can't help it. Shikigami? You're being employed by someone?
I don't think Shikigami get paid, so probably not, unless they do, unless the master wants to pay them. Pay them peanuts.
Yes, well, I'm a far higher rank than a certain slug I can mention.
Slugs? Like the one we met a while ago? Were they a Shikigami too?
Ah, so you met my colleague, Kujuru. How did it go?
Beat ya, Jim!
Alright, well done.
Thought they were your colleague.
That impulsive slug getting all high and mighty because they activated before me, even though I outrank them?
Preach it.
Preach it! And then they took over the battlefield with their clones, acting like some kind of big shot secret agent. The nerve!
I kinda feel sorry for you now. Seems like you're a bit busy right now, so we'll just slip right on through, alright?
Oh now, hold it! Our cast was up ahead, so I can't let you pass on by.
This is what always happens. I do it. Only one thing to do then.
Barging your way in, you better not. I'm pretty strong despite my appearance, you know. Yokai with a lot of tails do have the impression of being pretty strong. But I'm not a yokai, I'm a sacred animal.
From the bottom of my heart, I could not care less about what you are, so let's get going already.
You seem quite serious. Very well. Kaisen Aizawa of the Dragonfly Army, calmly moving out.
Kaisen? K-Ison. I don't know. Yeah, just speaking of themes, never really cared for this one either. Yeah, stage themes? Yeah, there's like that, the extra stage, stage 3, there's, stage 2 from the first game, that one was kind of nice. It's like stage 6 from the first game, that one was kind of intense, I guess. I like stage 6 from the second game. I made a cover of that one once just because it was easy. Relative to like most tracks in this. There's been a couple tracks in this series that I wanted to make cover videos of that I haven't already, but like some of the ones that I want to do just seem like really hard. Which is why I haven't done them yet. Are there any other stage 2? Not really. That was like, I don't really think of any of the stage themes from the second game. The thing about the third game, stage themes, that like that was the game of leitmotifs. So you know you got to hear the same couple, musical cues every now and then.
No more! 3-on-1 is just cowardice!
Didn't say that before we fight.
I was trying to show off. It looks like there's a building or something way in the distance there.
It's got a gate! We came all this way, so let's go inside! In fact, it looks like there's a barrier set up, so we can only get through via the gate. What a pain!
Tickets for 3 it is, then!
Hope the music's not too loud. I turned it to like 30 or something. But yeah, when it comes to this game, it's like the last stage theme. It's like I like the stage themes in this game, I just don't like them enough to listen to them outside of the game. Which means I don't really remember them. Yeah, I did the dance challenge video for this game, not remembering that upgrades were a thing, so I kind of just turned the whole video into a joke, which is why I never bothered doing it for the right route. Even though the left route and the right route have completely different music. Not the neutral route, though. I don't know why that game has the neutral route in this game has 6 stages and 2 stage themes. My god, like, I like the theme that plays from stage, like, 4 to 6 in the neutral route. Forgot what it was called, something to do with black wings. And, but yeah, hearing it over and over and over again every time you even, like, glance onto the neutral route path, which, during my playthrough, considering I went through every single route, possible ending route, yeah, I heard that theme a lot. Like, a lot. I think I might have heard it more than the like, stage 1 theme. That's how much I heard it. Doesn't help that it's a pretty repetitive theme too. It just goes do 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 over and over again. Anyway, this stage theme is pretty nice. Vertical flip, of course. Of course. But yeah, hard mode. I'm still just kind of killing the enemies instantly, which is fine by me, because my god, is this game stage is just basically filler. Really long filler. You know what, I have bombs, just press the stupid button. There we go. I just forget to use my bombs in this game a lot. Remember how in the extra stage, you know, the only reason I even beat the extra stage is because I had plenty of bombs to spam when I got to Suzumi's bullshit second to last card. The card is stupid. Man, I didn't put too much complaints in the description of the extra stage video. I just complained about, excuse me, stupid fucking card. But man, that stage, like, 5 timeout spells? Really? The average extra stage has 1 timeout spell, and 9 times out of 10, it just feels like a formality that just exists because it's an extra stage, lol. A lot of times I wish the extra stage didn't have the timeout spell at all, because I think timeout spells are kind of fucking stupid. It's just like, yep, you have to go through this whole spell for like a minute, and it's the second to last spell for some fucking reason. And yeah, at least there's normally one of them, but nope, it's just like Xenoa has 2 of them for no reason, and then both not Subakura and Subakura has 1, and then Suzumi has 2 for no reason. And this is another complaint I have about extra stage in general. Is like, why do extra stage bosses, and in the case of this game, final bosses, why do they get to have why do they get to have bomb shields, huh? I mean, this is more a thing about Touhou than this game, but like, there's a bunch of like lore reasons for why like gameplay works in Touhou, but it's just never explained that extra bosses, they just don't take damage to your bombs, which are supposed to be spell cards, because they're special snowflakes, I guess. Even when the character in particular isn't that strong. Like, if fucking Mamizo doesn't take damage to bombs, because why not? It's just dumb. I guess speaking of extra stages, like, after I beat the extra stage in this game, I'm flipped, of course, I thought maybe, you know, I could go back. I haven't done any Touhou extra stages in a while. I could try that. So I did that. I tried it with Ron, and I did that for like a couple hours, and then I eventually got a run that game overed at the exact same time that the boss died, and I took that as a sign to stop. And I don't really want to do any extra stages anymore, because they just kind of piss me off. The castles come into view. It's weirdly hard to see, though. Guess that's their headquarters, then.
What do you mean, there?
Like, you know, the frog and slug from before.
All of them are slimy and squishy types, huh?
It's the slime squish army.
Oh, master, that's them right there.
Huh?
That's right, it was those guys. They're the ones who shot us down.
Oh, the froggy and slug.
Oh, you're calling us slug.
Kajiri. Oh, I don't remember what Kajiri's voice was.
They said frog too, weren't you listening? Is your body as white as the inside of your head?
Is your body as white as the inside of your head? Shouldn't you mean, is your head as white as your body? Even thinking, like, what does saying their brain is white even mean? I don't know.
But why, you stupid little slug, you're white too, aren't you?
Guess my sarcasm was too hard for you to understand, you blink-headed frog.
You wanna go, huh?
Quiet down, will you? Good goodness, I'm sorry. It seems these children of mine have caused you quite a lot of trouble. Children, are you this slug and frog's parent?
And then just what species are you?
Well, I'm pretty much human. I'm not their parent, I'm the master of these Shikigami.
Well, we're the older ones anyway. Many of us are parents, I guess it's us too.
Despite their age, Master is powerful and talented enough to control us. Huh, amazing. Although I'm certainly not talented enough to become a Senri Shrine priest. Does being a priest need talent?
Everyone does say that Subakura's a genius.
That's because I'm a genius at slacking the Pokemon. He's my favorite Pokemon. So what business do you Senri priests have in our encampment? Got business with your top commander. Would that be you, or... No, not me. Our leader is the new Emperor. New Emperor? You mean Fumikado?
You know Fumikado? Gyaro would never follow such a person.
Fumikado is my colleague, but they are not the new Emperor we speak of. I also sort of did follow them earlier. Let's not talk about that.
But Fumikado said they were the new Emperor, right?
Well, self-proclaimed Emperor. Our Emperor is not self-proclaimed. They're a genuine Emperor, having been welcomed by the Dragonfly Castle. Shaped like a giant dragonfly. Not really, but it would be so metal if it was. Huh? I don't understand at all, but it seems like they're a super amazing person. Okay, we only got business with them, so it's adieu to you guys. I know a French word. Aren't I fancy? You know that won't be happening, right? Won't it be?
Like hell it would, moron!
As supporters of the Emperor, we certainly can't let any intruders pass.
So, can I eat that human now?
Everomia is coming out again. Looks like you can.
Yay, thanks for the feast!
Time to play again! It's truly an honor to be able to fight the two priests of the Senri Shrine. If you're that pleased, maybe we ought to charge for it from now on. We can do business while having fun. I have mastered both Taoist magic and martial arts. Allow me to show you the extent of that strength. Always got that Taoist magic, huh? I don't know. Taoism is weird. It's got a whole bunch of, like, folklore where you can, like, learn magic, and it had shit to do with, like, alchemy and stuff. I don't know. You know, I did try to make a cover of this theme once, but then I realized that the fucking intro of this game, the intro of this theme is kind of insane. But that was also before I started just, like basically editing my videos to where I don't do this that often, except for with the Koi theme, where I did it for, like, the whole thing. And if I can't play a theme, like, as fast as it needs to be, I'll just fucking speed it up in post-editing. Because, like, either I could spend literal weeks trying to practice play something faster, or I could just play it slower and then edit it in post. So it's like something I could do with the intro to this theme, I guess, if I wanted to, if I wanted to come back and try to cover this theme again. Because I like this theme, it's pretty neat. It doesn't sound like all fancy and jumpy. It has, like, the Fumikado melody in it. It's quite great, isn't it? I ran into that. Yes, indeed. Alright, yeah, that just kind of gets thrown at you, doesn't it? Yep, I'm getting hit a lot. You aren't dying. There you go. I don't know, things have been going well so far, but it's only the stage 4 boss, you know? Then again, don't you have to, like, don't have to You don't have to 1cc this in order to get the ending, do you? I don't remember. I admit defeat.
Master! Duh, if only we hadn't been there here, this wouldn't have happened.
Huh? What do you mean?
Yeah, Master was focusing most of their power on controlling us and keeping us active. Normally, not even the Senri priest should be able to get the upper hand against them.
Stop it, you two. Have you no shame? Then, let's play again sometime when you're feeling up to it.
I'll also eat your soul, too. Then, too. It'll be way tastier if you're feeling better.
I appreciate your mercy, but a defeat is a defeat. Well, let's get going already. Do take care. The new Emperor is my pupil, but they may have more raw potential than I ever do. Also a really annoying boss fight. The Emperor is your disciple?
Weird.
Well, that sounds like it'll be a pain, but let's just go. Yeah, Choki is... I don't know what the fuck's going on. Most of Choki spells, there's like, here's this weird wheel. Now do a weird, like, circular motion to dodge the wheel while there's, like, stuff being thrown at you. And it's just like, I'd rather not, but that's the path I've chosen, and I have to do it. You know, how knows how many times left to get the rest of the endings in this game? Oh yeah, I guess another reason why I'm playing this game is, I don't know what else to play. I've kind of ran out of ideas. I don't know. I've never asked this before, but if like someone watching this happens to have an idea of what they might want me to play at some point, then I guess you're free to leave a suggestion. Though, if it's if it's a game I have to pay money for, there's a good chance that I won't play it because I'm a cheapskate. Like I played Gensokyo Odyssey. And that game's paid for, but A, it was only $5, and B, I wanted to play that game. This stage seems pretty nice too, because you have this part. Why does Yao Sabe have an animation for moving left, but not moving right? Isn't that weird? They have an animation for both when they're not focused. When they're focused, oh, well now he's moving right. What the hell is the... what determines that? Animation like broken sometimes? What the fuck? It's weird. Also, apparently, in my run where I played this, the true neutral route run I did as Huaka. That's his name, right? I'm pretty sure I pronounced their name as Huoka for like the entirety of my playthrough, but Huaka. Apparently I got invincible enemies as one of the things. Apparently that's so rare to get on normal mode that people didn't think it was a thing you could get on normal mode. So that's funny. Yep. But yeah, I got hit quite a bit in the last boss fight, so you know, there's... hard mode isn't a complete piece of cake, but these stages are kind of just being blazed through, which is fine by me, because these stages have always been filler, and I'd rather them just be boring filler, rather than infuriating filler, you know? It's like, imagine watching like a filler episode of an anime. And you know, you'd rather your filler episodes, you just be really boring. Or something, right? But if you have like the filler episodes being really annoying, where everyone's like really unlikable and out of character, you know, you wouldn't like that. I'm just pulling this example out of my ass, I don't watch anime. And with how much reading I do for this game, it's like cutscenes is basically like half a visual novel anyway, isn't it? As opposed to Gensokyo Odyssey, which was like 90% a visual novel, and every now and then a boss fight that, you know, for the most part was fine, except for when it wasn't. I mean, you know what, I have nothing else to talk about, I can just talk about Gensokyo Odyssey. Yeah, the thing about that game is like, for the most part, like, its gameplay was fine for like the majority of the game. But the Kakoi boss fight was like absurd, Like, I literally don't know how you dodge some of those, like, grenade attacks. And then just nothing was that hard for the majority of the game. Like, Aaron was kind of hard, and I got kind of lucky that I beat them. And then also, considering Aaron's dialogue, I'm not 100% sure that that boss fight was even required to be beaten. But, like, that was kind of, you know, hard. But after that, it was, like, friggin', what, you had, like, Byakurin and, Beten. Pretty sure there's some other boss fights somewhere in there that I can't remember. But yeah, none of those boss fights were, like, anything compared to the Koi boss fight. And then, after all that, you got to that stupid robot. Voiced by that annoying guy. I hated that fight. It was dumb. Because it was like, there was nothing hard up until that point since Koi, and then it was just like, here, dodge this stuff. And it's like, I didn't want to dodge that. And it took, what, like, half an hour. And then you got to Utsuho, which was really easy compared to the robot, and I beat it on my first try. And then you had the second Koi boss fight, which was honestly easier than the first one. Although it did take me a bit, and like literally came to like that boss fight basically showed like my main issue with that game as a whole, is the whole like air hockey thing is like way too, like too much of whether you win or not is determined on the air hockey section, because there was I had a run of that fight where I lost at the last second because I needed to hit the Pokebuck section in one more time, but then I didn't, and because I didn't, she took 10 HP off me, and then she had an attack that I didn't dodge enough times before I died at the very end, and it's just, I feel like the Hockey Puck section, either if you should, I feel like it should be either, because I don't want to say this, because like most of the game isn't that hard, but it really comes to show in the harder boss fights, where it's like if you lose Hockey Puck, the air hockey section, you don't, I'll talk about this more after the dialogue. Oh, the whole place is totally spinning.
My eyes are spinning in their head.
This would be impossible to deal with if I were drinking right now. There'd be puke everywhere. Well, it's probably a method of dealing with intruders. How irritating.
I wouldn't want to get lost in here. Hey, you! Wait!
Yes, we're waiting.
Good. Now you leave.
Let's leave then.
Yeah!
Hold on, you're actually just gonna leave? I was lying. Duh. This person sure is easy to tease.
You fiends! Are you trying to insult me? Like, who are you anyway?
My name is Hara.
I've come to vanquish you.
Super cheap line.
Aren't you embarrassed to say that out loud?
Hara, like Arabella Bullets? Arabella Bullets? Ew. You always know some really weird stuff, huh?
But yeah, give it a rest. What are you even doing in our castle to begin with?
We want to make this guy all quiet.
I see. You want to stop the war.
We kind of sound like heroes of justice when you put it that way.
Aren't the Senri Shrine people heroes to begin with?
Are they? Like hell they are.
However, if you want to stop the war, go tell it to the capital's army. They're the ones who attacked us first. Really?
Well, since their army has come all the way to our place, that probably is the case.
Our forces hadn't been established already, the sanctuary would belong to them by now.
It's not like there's a big difference whether it belongs to yokai or to the city folk.
Why, you call yourself a Senri priest, but have you any idea what the capital's done to us until now?
Not a clue.
I know a little bit. Don't really care. I heard the Senri Shrine with the overlords of Genri. To think they've fallen this far.
We're not lording over much of anything to begin with.
I knew it. Perhaps this land really should be ruled over by that person.
That person?
Which person? Being intentionally vague for the sake of suspense. Which persons? What is with you people?
Oh yeah, I thought of a way to stop the war just now. Ooh, what is it?
One side just needs to lose as a no-go, right? Then how about everyone straight up dies?
Except nobody dies in this game. Except for in the plot, except for in, Super extremism.
Are your heads alright? Now that you mention it, I did hit my head pretty hard a lot of times in the past. And that's how you became a genius, right?
No, I'm not a genius in the first place, eh?
God, whatever, this conversation's not going anywhere. For now, I'm chasing you lot out.
You should have just said that from the start.
They said more or less the same thing, though. Looks like idle chat time is over. Prepare yourself! The era of Zenry is here and now!
But yeah, with the fights in BPoHC, like, this really only becomes a problem with the hard fights, because for most of the fights it's fine, but when the hard fights in particular, it really comes like, why the fuck are you barely taking damage? Yeah, with the hard fights in particular, it's like, you'll just lose because you lost in a hockey puck section, air hockey section, whatever. I can't remember the word air hockey. There was one part in like the second to last video where I literally could not remember the word air hockey, and I called it like, I don't remember, not air hockey. The words escaped me. But yeah, it's just because you lose the air hockey section, which honestly feels like a lot of it, but you beat that section not feels like luck a lot of the time, so it's like, you'll just like lose that section, you lose 10 HP, and then you'll have to dodge another Danmaku section, where you take like a bajillion damage. And like, it really makes me wish that sometimes during that game, it was just if you lost the air hockey section, you either didn't take damage, or you didn't have to deal with the Danmaku dodging section afterwards, because like, but that's really only the problem for like the really hard fights, which really didn't show up until the end of the game. So, it's honestly fine because it's at the end of the game, so really it's just a problem with the Gakoi fight. I really don't like that fight. It took me like an hour and a half, or something like that, to beat that stupid fight. And it's not that far into the game. That fight happened on part 3, and the series was 12 parts long. Also, at this rate, this is going to be an hour-long recording. I forgot how long these recordings were. Oh boy. Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, some of these were like over an hour long, weren't they? Yep, they really were. Why do these things turn invisible? They really need to turn invisible. I can't fucking see what's happening here. Oh, great.
That's so strong! Were the Zenry lot supposed to be this strong?
Maybe it just felt that way because you were protecting those little white guys around your old lady.
These are my brethren. I can't let them get hurt.
Do you, like, not know who the last head priest was?
I only know them from people's memories, but everyone's real scared of them. I only know second-hand information. I only just awakened, you see. The same as Shion.
What a lot of newborns. Is there a baby boom happening? I've got 5 lives, so I should... Oh, of course, we're starting with complete flip. Is it just me, or the complete flip start before the stage started? That was kind of weird. Yeah, I should be fine, but also Choki's fight is kind of stupid, so I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Fujiwara no Shuragane no Sandra. Look at me, I've got a really long name. That means I'm a very fancy and important character. Funny thing is, I think I've only actually fought Sandra once. I did it in the run where I went... Because I've only fought Matori once. Because in the second episode of the series, I tried to go do the Haze route. And, that's what it's called, right? It's called the Pagoda route, the Haze route. I was calling it like the Castle route forever. I think it's called the Haze route, whatever. Yeah, I like went left on accident because I didn't understand how the moving, like, going left and right or middle section worked yet. Because I hadn't played the game that much. So yeah, because of that, instead of fighting Sandra and Midori, I fought friggin' Ayozane and Tenkai. And then I came back and actually finished the route when I played as Ayozane, the worst shot type in the game. Apparently. That's what I've heard, and you know, based on how I've played this game, I believe it. Yeah, when I played as Iwazane, that's the only time I've actually gone through that route. Whereas I've gone through this route at least. I've gone to the stage 5 at least 3 times, at least twice, or at least 3 times. I think I've gone to stage 6 at least twice. Looks like we reached a throne-looking place. So is a new Emperor person supposed to be around here? Come on out, will ya? What's this? Parwa was defeated? Wow, an Emperor who comes when you call them. Is it so bad to come out when someone calls, you Senri priest coming here when nobody calls to begin with? So yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah. This conversation with New Emperor team was like my favorite conversation in the game. Something tells me these 3 idiots, yeah, no conversation they have, apart from like, you know, the ones with Susumi are even going to be remotely serious, so I'm not going to bother doing any voice that isn't stupid. Is it so bad to come out when somebody calls? You Senri priest coming here when nobody called to begin with? The lantern's talking. This is my Shikigami. I can't produce a voice on my own, so it speaks for me. Oh, so that's why you can talk even with that thing in your mouth. The person we met back there used Shikigami too. Oh, you mean Garai? Oh yeah, I received this Shikigami from them. I want one too. Want to borrow one then? I have no idea what the hell I'm doing with this voice. Hey, wait. You're here for a different reason, right? Wow, that's right. We shouldn't be borrowing any lanterns right now. Duh. We're gonna send them flying anyway. Can't we just grab it? Not happening. In the first place, you defeating me could only happen in your dreams. Better save the sleep talking for when we're asleep then. So how about we fight while sleeping? Greed, sloth, carelessness. The Senri Shrine will only stand high and mighty for a short time longer. Whenever Surabami comes back from fucking vacation or whatever the hell they're doing right now. Is the Senri Shrine that important of a place? If we're so important anyway, I'd like it if we could eat some fancier food. Well, you're probably eating better than whatever Rainbow's eating, so, you know, be grateful of that. Now that I am the new Emperor, the Senri too shall be a thing of the past. So we don't have to do any more work then? Hooray! I guess we're celebrating now? However, to display my power as Emperor to my underlings, I shall have you meet your end here. Gotta fight in the end, huh? We get to play a whole lot. This person's soul looks easy to eat, but I don't know if it'll be that tasty. It's like McDonald's after like 5 days of being left in the fridge. In the first place, why did you come here? Well, it did save you the work of coming to meet you, though. Why are we here? War. Oh, stop. Oh, that. Stop the war. You lot are actually pretty non-committal, huh? Well, to be honest, this play fighting war doesn't really matter to us, but it's called a play fighting war. How serious is this incident? What is getting in the way of our sake hunt? I don't really get it, but, what exactly are you telling me to do? If everyone dies, the war will be over, is what Sumakura said a while ago. Yep, that's it. The Senri priest ideas are just as dangerous as ever. I didn't say you gotta die forever, just die for a little while. Well, I mean, they're already dead, so. Until we find our sake is fine. You've been talking about sake for a while now. I'm losing track of the conversation. Basically, just die for a little while, new Emperor. I see. We have the same goal regarding each other, then. Before you die for a little while, let's get your name, oh new Emperor. Well, finally, my name is Taira no Choki, the one who will become the new ruler. Taira, that's the same name as that green-haired person. Oh boy, you said the name to me, get really pissed off. Some self-professed title, too. Do you know each other? You speak of Fumikado. I will surely kill them some day. Yes, I shall kill Fumikado. Fumikado. They sure like to talk about alarming stuff. Not that we have any right to judge. I've heard about how you defeated Fumikado, so if I defeat you, I shall surpass them. Is it just me, or did they change their reason for fighting?
Looks like we're both pretty non-committal here.
Silence! I just have plenty of reasons to crush you, basically.
This person seems like kind of a pain. Gotta shut these kinds of weirdos up nice and quiet. Yeah, it's already 55 minutes here, and it's starting the final boss yet.
Speaking from experience. Yes, precisely. There's no need to discuss things any further.
So what reason are we fighting for in the end? Getting back into that will probably take forever, so let's just cut it short.
And then neither of us appreciates the other's presence. No further reason is needed to battle. That's kind of a dumb line.
That's cause they're kind of a dumb person, plotting wars and revenge and stuff.
Well, I mean, there's kind of a lot of dumb people in this series. I mean, Fumikado, like, they were friends with Fumikado, you know, an apple doesn't fall too hard from a tree, you know. Use Henry Lutcher like to mark your opponent. Very well, you Richter shall be shown right. Let us settle this.
That's a pretty cheap line, too.
Shut up, it's gonna be cool in a second. Yeah, this is a massively different tone from the other conversation. You already kind of blew it with that line. Enough. No more preamble. You're going down. See, that kind of simple stuff is best.
Just have everything be nice and plain.
Know this well. My name is Choki, the one who will conquer all and destroy all. Not really, I'm not gonna destroy anything, just trying to sound really intimidating. I think it's funny that Fumikado's like a fucking idiot, because they come off as like so intimidating and shit in the 5th game, and then you play as them in this game and they're just fucking stupid. Like, really stupid. Like, I don't remember what conversation it was, but there's a conversation they have with, like, Shrine Team. Yeah, I pressed the bomb button, like, 4 times there. It really doesn't, I don't know what it is about this game in particular, bomb button, I swear to God, doesn't fucking work sometimes. Which, you know, is fine when I'm, like, doing this, and, you know, I have a pretty good window room to win. It's not fine when I'm playing the fucking extra stage, and I barely win, and then I barely lose. And it's just, I really... Yeah, I said I might do the extra stages with the other characters that don't like Susumi, and that's a big old might. It's basically, I'm gonna try it once, and if it's not a joke, because I'm, like, level 1000 or some shit, if it's still, like, slightly difficult, I'm gonna change my mind, because I don't like that stage. You know, I really wish you didn't have, Sesei. Why am I having trouble remembering Sesei's name? Who knows? Anyway, you have Sesei's dumb, like, little sticky, pointy point attacks, and I'd rather you didn't, like, yeah, I don't get it. I don't like their attacks at all. Like, this is a giant circular, board of wood coming at me, and I didn't really know how to dodge that, you know. You know what's fine? Gotta have some challenge when I'm playing hard mode. Because I'm not taking these upgrades off. There's an option for you to turn that up, turn your upgrades off. That button will never be pressed. Well, it has been pressed, but I'm never gonna keep it on. Because this game is bullshit. And I will take my upgrades. Yeah, this is a theme I listen to sometimes because it is fast and exciting. I mean, it's also pretty repetitive, but you know, that's fine. Themes can be repetitive sometimes, as long as they up the excitement and the change in the repetitiveness. Have, you know, the occasional key change, because, you know, Touhou and pretty sure the same extent this series, they love key changes. They love playing the exact same thing, but in a different key this time. Did you know that Yomu's theme from Touhou 7, Perfect Cherry Blossom, did you know that that theme has an intro, and then it is the same goddamn thing, like, 3 times, but with in a different key, and that's the entire song? I know that, because I played it. And I think that's funny. That is literally the same thing, over and over again in different keys, and that's the whole song. Minus the intro. Anyway, that's the end.
I haven't even read the ending yet, and we're almost at an hour. Great. This is gonna be like 5 gigabytes big because this game is huge for some reason. Skylark. What's that even mean? At the Senri Shrine, the widespread turbulence of war, the Sake Miser. Okay, I'm getting multiple achievements here that I didn't even mean to get. The widespread turbulence of war came to a stop, and Mugenri skies gorged themselves on the first silence they had in a while. That's an adjective. At the same time, the residents of the Senri... Or is it? Fuck, I don't know English anymore. At the same time, the residents of the Senri Shrine, too, were gorging themselves on another bout of free time. They were gorging. That's a verb. He was gorging. Yes. So in the end, why was everyone play fighting like that? What do you mean play fight? What is play fighting? Is play fighting different from the Danmaku shit we've been doing? Like, probably because of worthless pride and for some groundless past and future they believed. So what would happen? So they'd have a war. Surely whoever won the war would get what they want, like it was an actual war, but like nobody would die or something. I don't know. So, what's that supposed to mean? I'm not in the cutscene. But I'm talking. I'm definitely here. The new Emperor and their lot were overreacting to the capital's interference, it seems like. Excessive self-defense? If the capital wants to take over this side of the strait, why don't we let him have a go at it? How can you say that? Unable to hold their tongue any longer, someone who silently listened up to this point snapped at Tsubakura's words. They were still holding their tongue, though. They don't use their tongue to talk. You three have no idea what those capital dogs are like. Like, do you know how many fucking people Midori killed? It's kind of insane. They killed, like, the owner of our candy shop or some shit because they didn't like their candy. It was pretty fucked up. It's the only reason you can say that. I'd like to believe they're at least better than you guys. That aside, though, what are we gonna do about that? Is it really okay for us to take it? As if. Give it back. I'm also not drawing this cutscene, but I'm definitely here. I mean, even if you want it back, it was kind of standing next to our place before we knew it. It's just fucking there. It's just right next to him. Okay. Why on earth is that the case? You don't want to be our neighbor, Tsubakura? That's why I'm here. I'm greeting my neighbor. That's what I'd like to ask. Why on earth does that castle of yours move? You know, I saw it flying around the sky a while ago. That castle flies? Is it because it's a dragonfly castle? So it's not a dragonfly, it's like a fly, it's like a dragon castle, but it flies. I get it. It's clever naming. What? What? Does it spout wings? I had no idea that's what happened. Are all you new emperors this incompetent? The dragonfly castle, which flew through the sky. At this time, Yabusabe and company had no way of knowing why the castle had approached the Senri Shrine. Later on, it would serve a very important role, but that's a story for another time. We're still waiting. To be continued. Route 1, all clear. God's rest. If you still haven't yet, right, try to go to the other routes. Am I gonna have enough replays to save? I've only got 5 left. Call it new because this new series is coming back, I guess. So new 1 because this is the first one. Anyway, what achievements did I just get? Oh yeah, being in a hard mode, of course. Right. Collect over 330 million gallons of alcohol. Speaking of which, can I afford any more upgrades? I remember I was doing... Aoji, that's your name. Can I afford this now? Yeah, I can. Now I take 20% less damage from bullets. Cool. Increases HP capacity. Give me all of that. Well, I can afford all this, well. Yep. Increases the barrier gauge's capacity. Give me all of that as well. That's all I can afford. What level am I now? 862. After 1 playthrough. Wow. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. But, yep. The series will continue at least until I've gotten all the endings.
so I hope you enjoy it. So see you in the next episode. Goodbye.